Now, South Africa may be the focus for cricket's World 2020 at the moment, but in just under 3 years' time, an even bigger global sporting event will be coming to these shores. In 2010, South Africa will host the Football World Cup.
It's less than 1,000 days until Africa will host the World Cup for the first time. And the man charged with organising the most widely viewed sporting event on the planet is confident that South Africa's preparations are on track.
Yes, I think all of the stadiums should be completed on time. Construction of stadium, as you may know, is always a difficult process. We were perhaps too much seized with the and focused on stadium construction. I think now that that is going very well, we should now focus on the other issues of transport, both air transport, rail and road, airport expansion programs, as well as the other matters of water, electricity, the IT&T infrastructure, the broadcast infrastructure. So that is what we are focused on now.
It's not just the building work that has come under scrutiny. The financial viability of a World Cup on the African continent has also been questioned.
Africa has never hosted this event, and one of the positives for 2010 already is the argument that a World Cup on the African continent will not be a commercial success on the basis that a major event like the Football World Cup and also the Rugby World Cup now in France must be able to generate sufficient revenue for the IRB or FIFA to supply all of the requirements, budgetary requirements over the next 4 years. And that figure is in excess of $3 billion as far as FIFA is concerned. And so the argument was that you cannot generate that kind of revenue from a World Cup on the African continent. The reality as we speak is that that figure has been exceeded, that FIFA's revenue exceeds $3 billion for 2010 World Cup in South Africa. So commercially, this is already a guaranteed commercial success. The second challenge, of course, is to put the infrastructure in place. And we had Franz Beckenbauer in Cape Town, and he was quite surprised. In fact, to quote him, he said he was very, very impressed with the accelerated progress in Cape Town. And it is those kind of things that will deal with the question of perception. You have to deal with negative perception with a positive reality. And that is what we are doing. And I think more and more people are beginning to see the reality.
In reality, South Africa should be ready. And there's little doubt that the African continent will be a willing host to the elite of world football and its fans.
South Africa has hosted many major events. The point is also that South Africa's tourism industry has grown more than 11% year on year. And so South Africa's ability to safeguard each and every individual coming to any major event in our country has been tested over 13 years, and there's not been a single incident. South Africa's security team worked in the 2006 World Cup in Germany. So not only is it a theoretical matter of dealing with plans, but actual experience of engagement. We had, this year, we had Barcelona Football Club playing here. We had Tottenham Hotspurs playing here. We had the All Blacks and New Zealand playing rugby. We had the England rugby team here. So whether it's hockey, golf, rugby, soccer, cricket, we have major teams coming in every year and every week virtually.
Jordan insists lessons have been learnt from last summer's World Cup in Germany, but that comparisons between the two tournaments shouldn't be made.
You have to understand that every World Cup, while in its broad outline may be the same, the requirements would be higher for every World Cup. It's significantly different from US 94 to 2002 in Korea, Japan. In some cases, the requirements are higher for South Africa 2010, particularly in the IT&T and broadcast sector, because of the explosion of the technology in the world. And 2014 would be significantly different in many aspects from 2010.
With still 3 years until the tournament, are the organisers worried about the negative press?
No, I think we must understand this, that this is part of preparation for a major event. You remember a month before the German World Cup, somebody came out and said 7 of the stadia in Germany are unsafe and the tournament should be in jeopardy. And there was a big commotion about that. Of course, Franz Beckenbauer was very angry. But the flip side of that is that the media must write every day. They are on track, they are doing well. For 3 years, every day, I think Al Jazeera will not even be interested in that message. I think people understand that the preparation for a major event is a huge task. I think secondly, because we're a developing country, that task is a challenging one. And because we want to place whatever we build in terms of infrastructure in the context of a sustainable economic development plan, ensuring sustainable growth beyond 2010 is even more important. And so I think there are aspects that is a particular interest for the media in our country and international.
A year before the World Cup, South Africa will host its dress rehearsal, the Confederations Cup, a huge event in itself.
We have a number of teams or countries that have already qualified. Of course, the surprise was Iraq, when they qualified to be the Asian champions. And we're looking forward to have the Iraqi team here. We also have Brazil, we have the United States, we have Italy, the world champions, and we are waiting for the other champions from Europe and Africa, together with our own team, Bafana Bafana. So already you can see the ingredients of a very, very exciting tournament in 2009.
Security and crime could be major issues that the South African World Cup must face, but the organisers point to cricket's World 2020 as an example of how the Rainbow Nation has got it right.
This country has crime, yes. But those are issues of joblessness, unemployment. What this World Cup has already done, we have created 10,600 jobs in the construction industry alone. Everyone will be safe and would see a wonderful celebration of a World Cup in our country.
Well, staying with football, and the Pacific island nation of Haiti isn't a place you'd normally associate with the beautiful game, but it might surprise you to learn they actually qualified for the World Cup finals back in the 1970s. Now they're trying to reclaim those glory days.
One of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere, the Caribbean nation of Haiti, has a much richer sporting heritage than many might imagine.
Football is for us a religion, and we are looking at it as a way to glue the country back.
In 1974, Haiti qualified for the finals of the FIFA World Cup, and their youth want to emulate that glory.
My dream in life is to play professional football, to follow a professional career. And I know in order to find a good professional team, you have to do well in the World Cup.
Fabien Borbet was part of the Haiti team, which made their debut this summer at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in South Korea.
We are going to play with teams from countries such as Brazil, France and England, serious football countries. They're the ones who are going to ask us to turn professional.
Fabien is part of a Haitian football dynasty. One of his uncles, Dominique, is his country's football coordinator, and another, Philippe, was a member of the famous Haitian Warriors team that appeared in the '74 World Cup.
33 years ago, we went to the World Cup. The country was stable. We had good opportunities. We were behind our national team. We went to the World Cup. There was a big effort. Then we had a lot of political problems. So, and football kind of went on the side. As football was going on the side, so was the country going on the side.
Haiti's footballing resurrection is all the more remarkable given the social and cultural upheavals the nation has undergone over the past 50 years. Just 3 years ago, violence erupted and the entire country of Haiti was engulfed in civil unrest.
When I was watching those things on TV, And I really was hurt, and papers were flying, and people were taking toilet and going home with it, or taking the bench to have the massage and going home with it, or burning it.
But now, 3 years on, a new dawn beckons for this country. Haiti is being rebuilt, and FIFA have constructed a new football development center. Haiti's under-17 squad were some of the first players to benefit. Through football, these young warriors are hoping to reunite a nation.
In Haiti, young people say that nothing's really important other than the World Cup. In Haiti, everyone was saying they always talk about Haiti's misfortunes. By getting here, it means the country is beginning to get better.
For us, it's a great step for the future of this country as well, to take part in this World Cup.
Life on and off the football field in Haiti is, for now at least, showing encouraging signs of moving in the right direction.
Without football, my family would not have survived. Football made me, and I want to give back, and hopefully I may influence 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and make them, and then back then they will go back.
We are going to play with teams from countries such as Brazil, France and England, serious football countries. They're the ones who are going to ask us to turn professional and ask whether we'll play for them and go on to play international football. And we'll say yes.
Well, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest sports news, you can check out our website. That's aljazeera.net/English. But that's it for this special edition of Sportsworld from Cricket's World 2020 Championships here in South Africa. I'm Rahul Pathak. You're watching Al Jazeera.